Kim D. Snyder is a corporate trainer who provides leadership development for your company's executives and leaders. Here's a fun, I can certify to that, a fun, relaxed style that delivers value bombs. Sounds alternately peaceful and not so peaceful. Value bombs, custom insights and strategy for your organization that is immediately usable. She is the CEO, founder, and women business owner of Online Marketing in a Box. This particular organization is a modern management consulting firm that works with online business owners, founders, entrepreneurs, and partners to provide the strategy for profit, freedom, and there's that word again, fun. Before she became a business owner, she spent 20 plus years working with executives and leaders of Fortune 500 companies on business growth, strategy, and transformation. Kim and I are recent friends via, once again, the Peter Winnick, Bill Sherman group. Kim, how's it going today?
It's going great. Greetings from Vegas.
Okay. Um, every now and then I talk to um, women thought leaders or women executives about the unique challenges that women are facing. I'm very interested in your perspective on, what should women in leadership roles be doing to kind of flex their muscles right now? What should they be thinking about? What kind of opportunities exist? What kind of watch outs or things that are out there they need to be careful of? What you're thinking?
Well, I would say that leaders in general, regardless of gender, really should. Right now, it's during COVID, or hopefully the tail end of COVID. We don't know where we're at, but it doesn't matter if there's a pandemic. There's other internal and external forces, right, that are going to cause you to relook at things. And so I think that as a leader, we should always have that compassion
Hmm.
for people. And I don't know if I've always seen that. I've spent 30 years in corporate America dealing with all size corporations and different levels of leaders.
Hmm.
And I would say compassion is probably one of the things that I've seen missing. And so if the leaders can have more compassion and feeling for the people rather than thinking of them as numbers, I
Hmm.
think that would help. I would say that women in general, we have a strength for collaboration and community. And I would say that right now in times of trouble are probably one of the things that we should be pulling to the forefront of our skills to help people that we work with, because it's bringing that sense of community and belonging where people really need it right now. They are looking for something to grab onto,
Hmm.
and if you can start creating these groups or clumps of people that have those additional interests together, and so it's not always by function. It could be pulling somebody from accounting and IT and
Hmm.
marketing, and maybe they're dealing with small kids at home, and then maybe you've got
Hmm.
somebody else from different groups, and they're working with how do you deal with no desk space at home,
Sure.
or an unsupportive partner at home, or whatever those challenges are. But I think bringing that sense of community
Hmm.
is really one of the strengths that I think women have, that collaboration community. And I think that's where we as women need to pull from, and I think as leaders we need to pull from.
Okay, all great ideas, all great suggestions, but if somebody's in a big fat hurry and they get right done finished watching this video, what would be the one thing you'd tell them to do immediately to kind of get started down this path?
So, how to create that community is, I would ask. So, put out your feelers. So, reach out to your network, your employees, your teammates, your peers. And if you're looking for that for yourself, then put those feelers out. If you're looking for it for the people that you are leading, then put the feelers out. But it's just asking,
Hmm.
sending an email, sending a post on LinkedIn, on Facebook, a text, chat message, wherever you're at, saying, hey, I'm looking for people to create a community of, or just put it out in general and see what you get back, and you create it. And you can literally do that like right now.
Hmm.
Like you
Cool.
can stop this video right
Okay,
now
stop it, pause it,
and
go
ask
do
the
that.
question.
Come back,
Yeah.
and then, okay, good.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it's really about your community and your network. And so I guess that's what I would add to the first question, which is
mhm.
not only do you need that community for the teams that you lead, but you need it for yourself. And so reaching out to that network. So to me, I kind of use network and community interchangeably.
Hmm.
And it could be professional, it could be personal, it could be spiritual, it could be, uh, health, any type of those relationships that you need, reach out.
What do you What if you're dealing with some kind of crusty old schooler who is like so into their job that this community stuff, blah, it's a waste of time, bah, humbug. You know what I mean? How do you respond to that person?
Oh, well, I have dealt with folks like that, and that's okay because we all have our strengths and weaknesses, right? So, what I do is I really find out what motivates that person individually, and then I will help show them how whatever the thing is that we're trying to accomplish together will
Hmm.
benefit them. And that usually works,
Cool.
right? Because sometimes they're just not seeing the benefit. They think it's just some nouveau crazy move. And, well, let's talk about what it would mean for them. And
Hmm.
that's really how I help them. It's really about positioning for me.
That's great. And Kim, to wrap up, I'm going to ask you the question I ask everybody. What lessons have we learned during this moment of high flux, whether it's COVID or working from home or crazy economy, civil unrest? I mean, what lessons have we learned that we must not forget?
I would say there's probably two, and maybe they're related somehow. But I think about this relationship in this community. I think that people, because we have been physically apart, that I think people are missing that touch, that
Mm,
hug, that handshake, whatever. And I know I did personally. I wouldn't have considered myself a touchy-feely person, but when I got the opportunity here in Vegas to meet one of my girlfriends for lunch, like I hugged and I was like, "Oh
yeah,
my God, I didn't realize how much I missed this." So
yeah,
I would say that trying to keep that physical touch however you can,
hmm,
I think is tantamount for most
yeah,
people. And it goes back to those relationships. So now with Zoom, a lot of people are Zooming, but I think just even hearing the voice, so keeping those relationships. So I guess for me, the theme, Dave, is relationships, right? So whether it's touching, whether it's the video call, or even a phone call, absolutely works. I would say that's just keeping those personal connections and relationships going, and just reaching out. I mean, I've been doing text messaging, just like touching bases with people. How are you doing? And just they're just like, thank you for checking on me. I
sure.
talked to somebody and they're like, thank you, nobody's reached out to me, I feel alone. And it's like, great, I'm glad that I could just help that person for that day.
Got a huge idea, Kim. You and I, we brainstorm. We call the website areyouhugdeprived.com. Okay.
Ooh.
And I'm not sure where we go with it, but I think it's huge. Anyway, thank you for your time. It's been awesome. I have a lot to learn from folks like you. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for hopping on here and letting me share this with you.
Did you
I
have
would
a
say,
did,
Dave,
did you have a website you wanted to give us?
I did. I was going to say, if anybody wants to reach out and, contact me, go to kimdsnyder.com. And if you want to go there, I'll do slash Dave Summers. So kimdsnyder.com slash Dave Summers. And we'll put a link if you want to schedule a call. Just thanks for listening and reach out. Let me know how I can help you.